Do you know what it means to sit on the fence or to blow off steam? These are idiomatic expressions that allow you to express complex feelings or situations in a more colorful and authentic way. Today, we are going to look at 5 idioms in total that will help you communicate with more nuance and confidence. Using them will make your English sound much more natural and fluent. Let's dive in and learn how to use them correctly. The phrase, "to sit on the fence," means not to choose a side in a discussion or argument. When someone sits on the fence, they do not make a decision or give their opinion because they are unsure or want to stay neutral. For example, if your friends are arguing about which movie to watch and you do not say which one you prefer, you are sitting on the fence. This idiom is often used when someone wants to avoid taking sides or causing conflict. Let's look at another example. You can't sit on the fence forever. You need to decide if you want to accept the new job offer or stay at your current company. Saying you can't sit on the fence is a more idiomatic and colorful way to say, you have to make a decision. While make a decision is direct, sitting on the fence emphasizes the fact that you are stuck in the middle and avoiding a choice. The phrase, "to blow off steam," means to release stress or strong emotions, usually by doing something active or talking about your feelings. For example, after a long day at work, some people go for a run or play sports to help them feel better. Others might talk to a friend or listen to music to relax. These activities help people calm down and feel less upset or angry. So, when someone says they need to blow off steam, it means they want to do something to feel less stressed or emotional. Imagine a boiling pot of water or an old steam engine. If the pressure gets too high, it needs to release some steam so it doesn't explode. People are the same. When you are stressed, angry, or have too much pent-up energy, you need to do something to feel better. That is blowing off steam. Let's look at another example. After a long and stressful day at the office, I usually go to the gym to blow off steam. The phrase, "the last straw," is used when someone has experienced many small problems, and then one final problem makes them lose patience or feel that they cannot handle anymore. Imagine you have a busy day, and your computer stops working, your phone battery dies, and then you spill coffee on your shirt. The spilled coffee might be the last straw, the final problem that makes you feel upset or frustrated. This idiom helps describe the moment when a person reaches their breaking point after many difficulties. Here's an example. My boss had been criticizing my work for weeks, but when he publicly yelled at me in front of the whole team, that was the last straw. I decided to resign. What's the difference between a big problem and the last straw? A big problem is a single major event, but the last straw is usually a small thing that happens after a long series of frustrations. It's not just a problem, it's the final breaking point that makes you say, "That's it, I'm done." The phrase, "to cut someone some slack," means to be more forgiving or understanding with someone. For example, if your friend is late to meet you because they had a busy day, you might decide not to get upset. Instead, you understand their situation and do not judge them harshly. In this way, you are cutting your friend some slack. It is a way to show kindness and patience toward others. Let's look at an example. I know Andrew made a mistake on the report, but cut him some slack. He's been dealing with some personal problems lately. Instead of being angry, you are choosing to be understanding. Is this the same as ignoring a mistake? Not exactly. When you ignore something, you just pretend it didn't happen. When you cut someone some slack, you know they made a mistake, but you consciously decide to be kind and give them a break because you understand their situation. It's about empathy, not just looking the other way. The phrase, "to play it by ear," means to handle a situation without making a fixed plan in advance. Instead of deciding everything ahead of time, you see what happens and make choices as you go. For example, if you are not sure what you want to do this weekend, you might say, "Let's play it by ear." This means you will decide what to do when the time comes, depending on how you feel or what opportunities appear. It is a way to stay flexible and open to changes. Let's look at an example. We don't have a reservation for dinner tonight, so let's just go downtown and play it by ear. It means, we'll see what's open and decide what to do in the moment. Is this the same as improvising? Yes, but with a difference. Improvising often means you have to invent something because you are unprepared. Playing it by ear is a choice to stay flexible. It's about being adaptable and waiting to see how a situation evolves before making a move. It's the opposite of having a strict, minute-by-minute schedule. Let's quickly review the 5 idioms we learned today. To sit on the fence means you don't choose a side in a decision. To blow off steam is when you do something to relax or release stress. The last straw is the final problem that makes you lose patience. To cut someone some slack means to be more understanding and less strict with someone. And to play it by ear is to decide what to do as things happen, without a fixed plan. Try using these idioms in your conversations to make your English sound more natural. To remember idiomatic phrases, try connecting each one to a simple story or picture in your mind. Practice using these expressions in your conversations, even if it feels a little strange at first. The more you use them, the more natural they will become. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Learning is a process, and every attempt helps you improve. Keep practicing, stay curious, and soon these idioms will become a regular part of your English vocabulary.